Good day, dear friends. Let's take a few minutes together to talk about something simple, but very important, your legs and how to keep them strong. Have you ever wondered why your legs seem to get weaker with age, even when there's no injury or obvious cause? Is it just aging, or could something else be quietly at work behind the scenes? In today's episode, we'll explore an eye-opening idea. The foods we eat every day might be playing a bigger role in our leg strength than we think, especially for those of us over 60. It's not just age that weakens your legs. It's what you eat. Many people in their 60s and 70s often say their legs feel weaker, climbing stairs becomes tiring, and standing for long periods feels unsteady. Most assume it's simply a normal part of getting older. But here's the surprising truth. Age isn't always the main reason. In fact, everyday habits, especially what we eat and how we take our vitamins, can play a major role in how strong or weak our legs feel. Some foods that seem harmless, even those we've eaten for years, may silently cause inflammation, weaken muscles, and affect joint health over time. So instead of accepting that getting old means getting weak, it's time to take a closer look at what's on our plate. Because with the right choices, we can support leg strength, stay active, and keep moving with confidence at any age. Everyday foods that quietly weaken your legs. When we're young, the body is forgiving. Our muscles recover quickly, joints are flexible, and even unhealthy meals don't seem to do much harm. But as we get older, our bodies become more sensitive to what we eat, and every bite can have a stronger impact, for better or for worse. Surprisingly, some of the most familiar foods, things we may have eaten for years, can quietly wear down our muscles, trigger inflammation in the joints, and reduce flexibility in our legs. Over time, regularly eating these foods can lead to weakness in key areas like the knees, calves, and ankles, making daily movement more difficult. That's why understanding which foods to limit is a powerful first step toward protecting our leg strength and staying active and independent for longer. Foods that can silently harm your legs. Not all foods are good for your health, especially as we age. Some everyday foods we've grown used to can, if consumed regularly, cause inflammation, weaken muscles, and negatively affect the joints. 1. Refined sugar. Refined sugar, found in candies, sodas, jams, and packaged desserts, not only contributes to weight gain, but also causes inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation is a key factor in joint pain and muscle weakness, especially in older adults. Over time, it can lead to fatigue, reduce muscle strength in the legs, and a higher risk of falls. Refined sugar also causes blood sugar spikes followed by sudden drops, which leave you feeling drained, particularly in your legs and arms. To support muscle health, it's better to choose natural sweeteners like ripe fruits or a small amount of honey instead of white sugar. 2. Fried foods. Fried foods like French fries, fried chicken, and battered fish are delicious, but loaded with saturated and trans fats. These unhealthy fats reduce blood circulation, making it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach your muscles, especially in the legs. The result? Stiff joints, sluggish movement, and delayed recovery after physical activity. Fried foods also trigger low-grade inflammation, which can worsen joint pain and swelling. Instead, try preparing meals by baking, grilling, or steaming using healthy oils like olive oil to reduce inflammation and protect joint health. 3. White bread and refined carbs. White bread, noodles, rice, and pasta made from refined flour offer very little fiber or nutrients. These carbs are quickly broken down into sugar, causing rapid blood sugar spikes and crashes, which can leave your muscles feeling weak and your legs tired. Over time, a diet high in refined carbs may contribute to inflammation, weight gain, and decreased strength in the lower body. To avoid this, switch to whole grain bread, oats, barley, or brown rice, which provide fiber, vitamins, and more sustained energy, important for maintaining mobility and muscle health. 4. Alcohol. While an occasional glass of wine might seem harmless, regular alcohol consumption can negatively affect your body, especially as you age. Alcohol interferes with the absorption of key nutrients like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D, all of which are critical for strong bones and muscles. It also dehydrates the body, leading to fatigue, muscle cramps, and slower recovery. In older adults, alcohol can increase the risk of balance issues and falls. If you choose to drink, do so in moderation, and always drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. 5. Processed meats. Sausages, deli meats, bacon, and ham are convenient but contain high levels of sodium, preservatives, and nitrates. These ingredients can promote chronic inflammation, which affects the joints and contributes to muscle breakdown, particularly in the legs. Excess sodium also leads to water retention and swelling, making your legs feel heavy and uncomfortable. Long-term consumption is linked to increased risk of heart disease as well. Try replacing processed meats with fresh, lean protein sources like chicken breast, fish, tofu, or eggs for a cleaner, more nourishing alternative. 6. Instant noodles and packaged convenience foods. Instant noodles, canned soups, microwave meals, and ready-to-eat frozen foods may save time, but they're usually packed with sodium, preservatives, and artificial flavor enhancers like MSG. These additives can lead to bloating, fatigue, and water retention, which affect how your legs feel and function. Over time, they may also contribute to high blood pressure and reduced circulation. Plus, these foods often lack fiber and essential nutrients. For a better option, go for quick homemade meals using ingredients like oats, frozen vegetables, or boiled eggs with rice for both convenience and nutrition. 7. Ice cream and store-bought sweets. While a scoop of ice cream or a slice of cake might be a pleasant treat, these desserts are usually packed with refined sugar and saturated fats. Together, they contribute to blood sugar imbalances and inflammation, both of which can weaken muscle strength and slow recovery. Regular consumption can also lead to weight gain, which adds pressure on joints, especially in the knees and ankles. Instead, try healthier alternatives like frozen banana blends, yogurt with fruit, or homemade oat cookies sweetened with dates or honey. 8. Processed cheese and milk chocolate. Processed cheeses and milk chocolate might be tasty, but they are often high in sodium, saturated fat, and artificial additives. These ingredients can lead to muscle cramps, stiffness, and general fatigue, particularly if consumed regularly. Processed cheese also interferes with mineral absorption, which is important for bone and muscle function. As a better option, try fresh cheeses like ricotta or cottage cheese, and swap milk chocolate for dark chocolate, with at least 70% cocoa, which contains less sugar and more antioxidants. 9. Canned foods. Canned vegetables, soups, and ready-made meals often contain preservatives and excessive sodium, which can increase water retention, trigger joint inflammation, and deplete your body of essential nutrients. While convenient, eating canned foods frequently can impact the health of your muscles and joints. If canned options are necessary, look for low-sodium versions, rinse them before use, or choose frozen vegetables, which often retain more nutrients and contain fewer additives. 10. Filled cookies and fast food snacks. Filled cookies, packaged pastries, and fast food snacks are typically loaded with trans fats, artificial flavorings, and food colorings, all of which can negatively affect blood circulation and nutrient absorption. Poor circulation means less oxygen reaches your leg muscles, leading to weakness, cramps, and slower healing. These snacks also spike your blood sugar, followed by a crash, leaving you tired and sluggish. For better snacks, try whole grain toast with nut butter, fresh fruits, or a handful of almonds or walnuts. Limiting these foods can make a noticeable difference in the health of your legs, helping you stand more firmly and move more comfortably each day. Vitamins. Helpful, but only in the right amounts. Vitamins are often recommended to support overall health, but taking them incorrectly can sometimes do more harm than good, especially for older adults. Vitamin A. This vitamin is essential for vision and immune function, but when taken in high doses, particularly from supplements, it can cause muscle aches and lead to leg weakness, making walking or standing more difficult. Vitamin E. Known for its antioxidant properties, vitamin E is beneficial in moderation. However, taking too much over time may reduce muscle strength and even increase the risk of falls. That's why it's important to consult with a healthcare provider before starting or increasing any supplement. And whenever possible, get your vitamins from natural food sources like leafy greens, eggs, seeds, and fruits. So, what should we eat to keep our legs strong? Once we know what to limit, The next step is understanding what to add to our meals to support leg strength, joint health, and overall energy. The good news? It doesn't require drastic changes, just mindful, gradual shifts toward better choices. Here are some practical and nourishing tips. Prioritize home-cooked meals with fresh ingredients. A simple bowl of warm oatmeal topped with fresh fruit is a much better choice than store-bought pastries. Oats provide slow-releasing energy, fiber, and support heart health, while fresh fruits offer antioxidants that fight inflammation. Cooking at home also allows you to control sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats in your meals. Use healthy cooking methods like baking, steaming, or boiling instead of deep frying. These methods preserve more nutrients and avoid the harmful fats found in fried foods. Try baked sweet potatoes, steamed vegetables, or grilled chicken. They're flavorful, gentle on digestion, and help reduce the strain on joints and muscles. Swap white bread for whole grain or sprouted grain options. Whole grains contain more fiber, vitamins, and minerals that help maintain stable blood sugar and steady energy for your muscles throughout the day. They also promote better digestion and reduce inflammation. If you drink alcohol, do so in moderation and stay well hydrated. Even small amount of alcohol can affect how your body absorbs nutrients like calcium and magnesium. Try to limit intake to special occasions and drink plenty of water daily to keep your muscles and joints functioning smoothly. Replace processed meats with fresh, lean proteins. Instead of sausages, deli meats, or bacon, choose grilled fish, baked chicken, eggs, or tofu. These options are lower in sodium and harmful additives, and they provide the protein your muscles need to stay strong and recover after activity. Cut back on canned and frozen processed foods. Cook simple meals at home whenever possible. Many packaged items are loaded with sodium and preservatives that can lead to water retention, fatigue, and inflammation. Home-cooked meals, like a stir-fry with fresh veggies or a warm soup, don't have to be complicated, and they're far more nourishing. Choose fresh cheeses like ricotta or cottage cheese over heavily processed ones. These lighter cheeses are lower in salt and additives, and are easier for your body to digest. They also provide protein and calcium in a more natural form, supporting bone and muscle function. Craving something sweet? Try dark chocolate with a high cocoa content. Dark chocolate, 70% cocoa or more, has less sugar and more antioxidants, which may help improve circulation and reduce inflammation, unlike milk chocolate, which often contains added fats and sweeteners. For snacks, think smart and satisfying. Good choices include a handful of almonds or walnuts, fresh berries, or a slice of whole grain toast with almond butter or unsweetened peanut butter. These provide healthy fats, protein, and fiber to keep your energy up without the crash. And don't forget, always check the ingredients of seasoning packets, instant noodles, and store-bought broths. Many of these contain MSG, monosodium glutamate, a flavor enhancer that can cause fatigue, swelling, and discomfort in sensitive individuals, especially older adults. A gentle reminder before we wrap up. Keeping your legs strong doesn't require a complete lifestyle overhaul. Small, consistent actions done with care each day can make a meaningful difference. No matter your age, the body still holds an incredible ability to heal, adapt, and regain strength, especially when treated with patience and kindness. Let's begin with the basics. Stay well hydrated. Your muscles, joints, and even your brain depend on water to function properly. Keep moving gently each day, whether it's a short walk in the yard, going up and down a few stairs, or simply standing up to stretch during the day. Choose whole foods whenever possible, and aim for meals made with simple, natural ingredients. These are the kinds of foods your body knows how to use best. Take time to review your diet and any supplements you're taking. If your legs feel weaker than usual, it could be your body's way of asking for a small adjustment. And most importantly, remember this: weak legs are not an inevitable part of aging. With the right care, the right food, and gentle daily movement, your legs can continue to carry you strong, steady, and free at any stage of life. Thank you so much for staying with us until the end. I truly hope today's conversation has offered you a fresh, gentle, and helpful perspective on how to care for your legs and your overall health in a way that feels simple and sustainable. If you found this information helpful, don't hesitate to share it with your friends or loved ones, especially those around your age. Good health is one of life's greatest treasures, and we can protect it together, starting with small, everyday choices. I look forward to joining you again in a future episode. And please remember, your golden years are meant to be lived with joy, with strength, and with confidence.